to Commentary is Magic's stream on today, November 26th, 2017. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
I am Emperor Bugle.
Big Cheese will not be joining us for the moment because he's actually playing, but I'm Aracat.
And we're here to do something kind of fun, unlike all those other times when we do absolutely nothing fun at all.
I mean, we do have a reputation as fun killers.
Hey,
fun is
I
relative.
have a reputation as a fun killer.
Fun is relative.
Fun is zero-sum, right?
Right, exactly.
Yes, fun is a zero-sum game.
Anyway, today we have something exciting, yet another reward for one of our patrons, Cursed Chords. This is a Blitz Duel. I believe it's actually the first time we've publicly highlighted this super fun format outside of just our little individual games.
Well, what is a Blitz Duel?
A Blitz Duel is a challenge between two players. It's specifically a deck building challenge, and it's a speed deck building challenge. There's a restrictive rule that is put in place at the beginning, and that rule is decided upon by the players before the games begin. And they must adhere to this rule while building their decks. Some options can include forcing the person to play a significant portion of their deck as one color, forcing them to choose between one of three main characters that they can use, other such theming-based rules. It's just designed to encourage some wacky deck-building restrictions. Once those...
Rather than just having nothing but meta decks. Yes.
Right, exactly. The players each choose their challenge options privately, and a third party, in this case, Aracat,
Hello.
receives these secret restrictions and then passes them on to each player simultaneously. And once those restrictions are revealed, the players have exactly 10 minutes to build decks with those restrictions, adhering to normal Harmony rules. But they are also not allowed to build existing meta decks or decks that are very commonplace.
So what, you're telling me I can't build a Celestia farming? Literally, like the exact same as Thorax farming with Celestia?
I mean, you might be able to do that. That seems a little different. That discretion, however, is left up to the third party, specifically Aracat again. And if the judge determines at the end of the 10-minute deck building time period that the decks are too meta, or if the players fail to fully create a 45-card minimum draw deck with a 10-card exact problem deck and a main character, the judge can fill in those remaining card slots at their discretion. Ara, how kind of benevolent are you usually to people when this happens?
Dragons?
Something about breezies? Something about breezies with no setting moon?
No. Crystal Ponies is where it's at.
Oof. So it's
Jewel Joy.
It's brutal. So it's a fun time, and then the players play a game, and they see who could build the best deck in 10 minutes and how it performs in a single game match. It's a lot of fun. It's really crazy. It's incredibly stressful for 10 minutes, but it's an absolute blast. And Cursed Chords, as one of our main 6 patrons, got the ability to challenge one member of Sim or another patron once a month. And for his first duel, he chose a Blitz duel, and he challenged Big Cheese. So, with this duel having already been completed, Bugle and I are going to provide commentary along with possible interjections by Ara.
Possible. I may just provide snark.
We do count on you for that.
Well, how do you count from... Yeah, I got nothing.
We will provide
letting us down.
What was that?
I said he's letting us down.
Oh, no, it's fine.
We're counting on him for snark, and he can't even deliver.
You're implying that you're up. You're not. Because I've got a Queen Novo in play, and face off someone by the lowest power total.
Yes.
Which right now is me. Ha!
Aha. You've beaten us again. Anyway, we will provide commentary over both the deck building portions and the game portions, and it's sure to be a good time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking more forward to, like, obviously the gameplay portion is going to be fine, but I'm looking forward to seeing how these players think in deck building.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Because everyone thinks different there, and we don't get to see that as often.
No, it's actually one of the more interesting parts of this, just watching how a player forms a deck.
Well, with that, Arcab, why don't you take us away?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we've got pony head lists up here. Notably, Cursed only has EO mains right now.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if he was checking for some of the ambassadors or something wacky. I mean,
Ambassador Fluttershy, Ambassador Pinky,
Ambassador Rarity too. None of those are typically meta.
Oh, I guess we should. We haven't actually said what the rules are for this match yet. It is they are each picking 3 different mains of 3 different colors to give to the other person, and from there they will build their deck. Looks like Cheese has already picked his 3 mains. The princesses. Rather infamous princesses.
I believe that was the theme he was actually going with here.
And Cursed is also 2 princesses and a princess cosplayer.
I mean, she got turned to stone for being a princess.
Yeah. No one could tell. Perfect lookalike.
Now, it's interesting that Cursed chose Ambassador of Friendship. That is a rather powerful main. And
I think Cursed's strategy here was actually he gave Cheese 2 very undesirable mains, and one that he thought he would pick that he could also theoretically counter.
Right.
That makes sense.
It's the magician's choice.
Yeah, it looks like the players have exchanged their mains, so each one knows what they're doing, although it does look like Cursed marked the wrong Celestia.
Yes, that is in fact the wrong Celestia. That is not the Celestial Solstice Celestia.
Oh well.
Hopefully he doesn't pick that one.
They also agreed to correct that after the fact.
No, okay.
So he does pick it.
He did pick that one.
Yes, the players have also just started building.
And Cheese did in fact pick. Well, he's added 3 cover to covers.
I believe the term there is windmill slam those into the deck.
Yeah,
and
the fact
5 Applejack factory organizers.
Now, Cursed went for Canterlot Hedge Maze. That is a fun resource that would be so much better if its templating was just slightly different.
It also would be better if he was using the correct main.
Yes. Well, I believe he is using the correct main.
Oh, did they? Oh, they let him? Okay. I thought they had decided to change his main. I misunderstood Ara's comment.
No, they are allowing him to use Equestrian Leader.
Okay.
I believe Big Cheese's comment was he picked one of the 3 Celestias.
Yeah, okay.
Essentially at random.
Well, Cheese's deck is looking pretty meta right now.
Yeah, with all that AT generation at the beginning, he's going to need to do some wacky things with this deck. It can't just be a control deck.
And mimics, like this is standard meta right now.
We'll have to see what he does. Meanwhile, Cursed is over here. Looks like he's going to be going for a token strategy. He's
adding lots of one-ups. So he's just going, I don't know what I want yet. I'm just going to throw things in and then figure it out.
Raptor Razor is sure to be fun. Going orange is a secondary, mostly just because he wants to play the Hedge Maze. I think he does have 3 copies of that card.
Meanwhile, Cheese is frantically looking up and down his list, trying to add something that's not these 12 cards.
He's looking at even more AT generation in Wonderbolt Stadium, but passes that by.
Wonderbolt Stadium doesn't even share a color. Okay, sure. Changeling Thrones. Yeah, that's not meta. Is he just building Zippo with Factory Jack?
I mean,
Casas?
it sure looks like it right now. And that could get him seriously punished. He's hunting for f-stop as well. Although, admittedly, we haven't seen any yellow yet. We haven't seen him go for Zippo, so maybe that's not actually what he's doing.
Okay, maybe it's just Cruel Mistress. Oh, he's taking out all his white.
Okay, maybe that's going a little close. Cursed over there adding Zab Apples. I think the first thing he's doing is making sure he can get his entry, and then he's also making sure that he's got a good selection of resources to choose from, going for strong synergy with his main.
Castle of Friendship, yeah.
Yep, definitely makes sense. A great one to ready.
Let's see. Yeah, he's already looking at his deck list there. Now Cheese is adding a bunch of epics. Okay.
Okay, so Nightmare Moon, Queen Chrysalis, King Sombra, sure, Aura Mosby.
Is this just Cursed's excuse to use boots?
I mean, it might be. We do see one copy of Protected Big Sis in there right now, and Cheese is actually using the Royal Archive, which is, of course, a great tool for deck building.
Cursed has a tab for that open as well. He just hasn't tabbed to it yet.
Okay, it looks like he's opting for Trixie as another epic, so maybe this is some kind of farming deck. He hasn't actually selected a main yet, although we can pretty much assume it's going to be Ambassador of Friendship.
He has purple cards and orange cards, and only one of his mains fits that.
I mean, if you're gonna Windmill Slam Paper Twy and Factory Jack in,
clearly you're playing Bubbly Mare.
Clearly.
Obviously.
All right, so Cursed going through his list. I think he's focusing on his entry right now.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't added some of the high-profile orange cards yet. Like he's assuming. Well, we're assuming that he is assuming that Cheese picked Ambassador, right? Like maybe the Lasso Jack would be great here.
Cheese just added 3 copies of Woe there, Nelly, to his deck. Maybe he's fearing some kind of pink as a secondary. He knows Cursed does like to play control, typically.
Well, Cursed seems to be playing aggro here, which is strange when you give your opponent Ambassador of Friendship.
I believe he also gave her Dreamweaver. Or gave him Dreamweaver, I apologize.
Well, Cursed got Dreamweaver.
Right. Which is absolutely the controlist, or the controlliest of those mains, I believe.
What, you don't think Cadence is?
I don't know. If Leo was here, we could talk with him about it. All right, so Cheese is looking at his deck. It definitely looks like he's going for a high epic strategy here. Star Sword Research as well. Barrel through. Yeah, this is farming.
This is Bizarro Farm. This still looks like these are all meta cards still.
Right, but it's not a meta deck strategy. And people aren't farming with Ambassador of Friendship.
No, they're not.
And the point of this is to find a way to use these cards in unique ways, right? It's not just to use underused cards. Now, Cursed is now working on his problem deck, going for a lot of yellow problems. A lot of high 2 bonus yellow problems.
Yeah, Baton, Hedge Mage, Zap Apples, Castle, and the Dilemma. Though I guess Celestia can't do anything with the Dilemma.
Not as such, no.
Both players making sure to pack their resource removal. That is very, very important.
He has some. Cursed has some TM busting as well. So yeah, I think he's planning on Cheese packing TMs.
Well, again, I think Cursed has a better idea of what his opponent might be playing than Cheese does, because Cheese just kind of threw Cursed a curveball. Although I don't think he put Cadence there seriously expecting Cursed to play that. And so Cursed can pretty much bank on Cheese running Ambassador, and usually that means control. He might think that Cheese tries to go as like an odd color combination, like maybe purple-pink Ambassador control, which we haven't really seen.
No, but we've seen Ambassador Pink farming.
Yes, we have.
So now he's looking at Epiphany going, do I want Epiphany over Beavers? So right now, Epiphany would be better since Cheese has not added a single resource to his deck.
That's true. No steady sessions in here.
No clipped wings.
Definitely wouldn't be benefiting from Appaloosa. His friends are all tiny.
Yeah. His only friends are AT generators.
But he does have a lot of them.
Sure.
And I think that is important. It is a little awkward, though, because if he tries to farm with his main, it means he's not going to be able to get a lot of utility out of her ability to exhaust just off of Meticulous. With the Sourceful Researches, though, he may have better luck with that.
Yeah.
Now, Cursed going through and adding duplicates of every card he had listed there, apart from the ones he already has at 3. I'm fairly certain that puts him over.
Yeah, he's now at 46, which is close.
That's
he could cut one of the Fluttershy or Applejack Rainbow Powered.
That's still a legal Harmony deck.
That's what he did. He cut 2, and he's adding another card somewhere. Ooh, I bet he wishes he had 2 mob mentalities after this, knowing that Cheese is going farm.
Yep. Cheese actually including 2 copies of Desperate Times for the extra flip in Troublemaker face-offs.
Yep.
That'll help him even if he can't necessarily beat it with farming. So how much of Cheese do you think is going to, or how much of Cheese's success do you think is going to rely on him having Star Sword Research, or do you think his flip average of 4 is going to be good enough?
Even getting a Star Sword Research only helps him once.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so he has the 3 Star Sword Researches and the 3 Barrel Throughs.
Cheese now realizes that aside from trading traditions, he has 0 orange entry.
Oops.
No 10, barrels, yeah.
9, 8,
nothing. He had Factory Jack
6,
and hopes. Oh, okay,
4,
so
3.
We've got what?
2,
just about a minute left.
And put him.
Yeah, last minute panic.
It is not last minute panic. It is last second panic. That right there was the players at 10 minutes. They cut that one close.
Cheese has 5 pieces of orange entry counting trading traditions.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's fine. He's just going to put Trollmakers everywhere, and he's never going to have a DFO, and it'll be fine.
Indeed.
Oh man, he can't even play Barrel Through off of just one Factory Jack either.
Nope.
No, if he remains on trading, he'd be able to do that. But
sure,
that,
yes.
Yeah.
Take a look at Cheese's deck.
Sure.
Yep, let's do it.
And here we go.
So how about that 5 orange entry?
It's better than the 3 orange entry.
Yes.
I'm actually more impressed he managed to get his flip average to exactly 4.00.
That is pretty impressive. So, he's playing farm. How do you feel about these cover-to-covers?
I mean, it's risky. But I suppose the other thing he has going for him here is he's got Changeling Mimics in there as well, so he's not just restricted to playing a farm strategy. He does have a few Troublemakers that he can actually confront behind. That being said, he has no other method of point acceleration, so his method of winning is basically going to rely on him beating up these Troublemakers or using the very small number of friends that he has to confront problems.
Yeah. So he has 9 Troublemakers. 3 are worth 3 points, and 6 are worth 2 points. Coincidentally, that is well, I guess no. That is what, 21 points.
That's 21 points.
Yeah.
But he does have no method of finding those troublemakers. He doesn't
Correct.
have
He
sneak
has no
attack.
sneak attacks. He
He
can't
does.
even gyro for sneak attack.
But he does have a lot of meticulous.
He
He
does
does.
have. Well, he has 7 meticulous in the deck. Counting the main.
Right. The events here make sense. I think what he's planning on doing is just stalling out the game until he can actually find the key troublemakers, which seems fine. One of Frozen and Magicite is a little odd. Maybe he thought he was originally going to go a Chaos route with that.
Maybe. Maybe he was just adding some events and that kind of was left in.
Yep.
I mean, he is at exactly 45 cards, but...
Let's take a look at the problem deck here. Halfway across
yeah.
Equestria, actually a rather nice control bonus, even though he'll be challenging troublemakers most of the time.
Right, though he is almost never confronting that.
Oh, there is something we've actually missed here. If Cheese does start with Trading Traditions, he's going to need to find one of his other methods of entry to get Twilight flipped.
Right, yeah. The Aloysiuses, the Princess Twilights, or the Gyros, because the Gyros can find the Star Swirls.
Well, Princess Twilight is only going to be able to be played with the Factory Organizer.
Or Aloysius.
Or Aloysius.
Yeah.
So that will be tricky.
So wait, so he has not only 5 purple entry, or orange entry, he has 5 purple entry, or 6 purple entry.
That's an aggressive mulligan.
That is an aggressive mulligan.
Now, he does have 1 copy of Hey Bale Monster Stack, so it's not entirely impossible that his friends couldn't get large enough to begin confronting some of these problems, but it would take a lot of time.
Sure.
And Desperate Times is really going to help him both protect his epics until he's ready to beat them, and then actually beat them.
Yes.
Family Feud, of course, is a staple.
And then he's got some standard control options. Popping Corn, Bailout, Portal, etc. So yeah, he looks like he's trying to stall until he can farm.
All right, we'll have to see how that pays off for him. His flip average is okay for the low power of friends that he has, so maybe that'll work in his favor.
Yep, 6 7s, 7 6s, yeah.
Yeah.
It works out.
And unfortunately, as you mentioned, this is a completely legal harmony deck, so I didn't get to do anything here.
Aww.
Yeah. And it's not a meta deck.
It is not a meta deck. No, it's not. Not with that entry.
Nope.
So with that, should we take a look at Cursed's deck?
Yes, let's do that.
Yes. So this at least has 8 entry.
8 is more than 6.
It's more than 5.
6 is also more than 5.
Yeah.
This has 9 entry, actually.
9? Oh, yep, you're right. I swapped the numbers for growing up in Smart Cookie.
Yep. So he will definitely be getting into orange.
Mm-hmm. The only yellow friend he can play without flipping his main, however, is Battle Snakes. In fact, that is the only yellow card he can play without flipping his main. So I'm going to guess he's going to flip his main just by paying 3, pretty early on.
Yeah, I would assume so. Because Celestia can end up flipping back if he has extra resources that he'd like to retire, that's probably going to be fine. It is actually rather nice to combine Canterlot Hedge Maze with Celestia, because it removes the liability of giving your opponent the option to dismiss Canterlot Hedge Maze.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll permanently banish those friends.
Actually, before we look further into the draw deck, I want to look at the problem deck real quick. Look at these problems. Reforming a Draconicus, Dream Patrol, Make Yourself at Home. He's expecting troublemakers.
He is expecting troublemakers. That's interesting. He really forced Cheese into a corner, or thinks he did anyway. And not to mention the 2 Raptor Razors as well.
Right, the 2 Raptor Razors, the 2 Boots.
3 Battle Snakes.
Yeah, 3 Battle Snake. And 3 Turning Points.
Boy, he really went all in on this strategy.
He came into this fight going, Cheese is going to make control, and he was close, very close.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how they match up against each other.
Yeah.
It looks like the stream or the deck list that I'm showing on stream here is actually missing a pair of Reforming Intercloniquus.
Oh.
So my bad.
Well.
Yeah, it got cut off at the end of the link or something.
Sure. Yeah. Oh well.
It does, in fact, have those. And then he's got a subset or a sub-strategy of just Swarm with Golden Harvest, Raptor Razor, Rise and Shine, Conductor's Baton to boost his low-power characters, and cheap entry friends like Applejack and other cheap friends like Applejack Rainbow Powered.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he does.
So, the Celestia here, he has what? 11 viable targets? Do you think he's going to be using Celestia very frequently?
I don't know. That's a heavy AT investment, and unfortunately, he's not in the best colors for AT generation. He didn't choose purple as a secondary, so he can't rely on things like Sun, whatever his name is. Sunburst. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Zap Apples and Baton already give power, so eating them to give power seems counterproductive. And then eating Castle of Friendship is just really, really expensive. So I think the only ones he's going to eat are the hedge mazes.
Yep.
Except for maybe a last turn confront or something.
Yeah, he absolutely has to. He does have a couple methods of that burst power with Smart Cookie as well.
Right.
All right. Well, are we ready to get to the games?
I think we are.
And by games, I mean game.
Game.
Well,
singular.
Before that, do we want to make a prediction? Well, you're not making the prediction.
I predict ponies.
You predict ponies? I guess I can't argue with that one.
I'm also going to go with Aura here and just side neutrally. I don't want to make a prediction between these. I just want to watch the madness unfurl.
Oh man, I am going hard on Cursed here. I think he played the meta game very well here, and I want to see him. I want to see him win because of that.
Oh, indeed.
You know, the one deck meta game.
Yep. With that, Aura, take us away.
All right, let's go.
Roll a d20 for first.
That sounds fine to me.
Deciding who's going first.
Streams are frozen. They'll resume momentarily.
I was going to say,
20?
Cursed looks absolutely
17.
statuesque over there.
Yep.
He's actually really good at doing that.
First.
I appreciate that.
Okay, she's won the die roll.
Right with streams.
And has a mouse for some reason.
I'm gonna. Would you like to cut my deck?
House Mouse from Premiere. He's also
Only
splashing
if you'll
yellow.
cut mine.
Oh, okay. They're
I'm gonna
joking
cut
about cutting decks over the internet.
Okay.
All right,
How many
so
cards do you
it
have?
looks like Cheese did win the die roll, which means that Cursed will get the benefit
Oh, it feels
of
like it's
a
been so
second
long
chance.
since we played
Yes.
physical cards.
Which is important. It means you could play a turn 1 castle.
Boy, that would be good. He's going to have to try to match Cheese for AT generation, assuming Cheese can actually get online, and I'm assuming he'll be mulliganing aggressively.
Okay. I will.
Did they see each other's decks
Give me a
beforehand?
second on this.
No, they did not.
Aside from Maine? Okay.
I am going to mulligan.
Cheese keeping very quickly there, so I bet he's got some entry.
Yes. Yeah. Either probably means Factory Jack. Let's be honest here.
I mean, Factory Jack is a hard card to pass up.
Yeah. So he might have gotten lucky despite his lack of entry.
Now, I think one thing we did fail to mention during deck building was even though there were many Sequestria
What is
cards
your
that had been
condition
spoiled
again?
at this point in time, the players elected not to
I
use
just
any
pay
of
3
those.
to turn it over.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, she's one of those.
It was,
Her other side is though.
When you turn the card over, you ready a resource. You can turn it
Would have
back
made
over
that-
to Retire.
Maybe much easier to not build a meta deck if the meta hadn't been established yet, huh?
Oh, I forgot that Celestia readies a resource.
Though
That could be relevant.
I'm gonna be honest
mean-
here. We're gonna be really hard to get Sequestria cards
Yes,
at this
that's
point.
That's
I
totally
mean, that's true. Pre-release hadn't even happened yet. Yeah, Celestia reading a resource
one of
means
your
that
resources
Castle of
is that one.
Friendship,
Igor, you'll
Zap
have to
Apples,
turn turn.
and
Okay, cool.
Canterlot Hedge Maze can all kind of serve
All right,
double duty
here
in
we
a
go, Take
turn.
it away.
Mm-hmm. I think
Okay, so I'm going to gain 2
Cursed's
action tokens
ideal
up to
play
2.
is turn 1 castle,
going
turn 2
to-
flip.
Play
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Or maybe
The
you
2
don't
action
turn 2 flip
tokens
because
to play Owlicious Reshelver
you can just
to home.
wait the next turn, figure out what you're doing.
Purple. This card is Meticulous 1.
I guess, but if you've got the castle, you're always going to do
And,
that.
oh,
Looks like she's
color
actually found
is
an
orange.
owl, which is still another method of getting AT generation. He's got owl
Right.
at home.
I will.
And it gives
pass
him the
turn.
Meticulous to flip his main. So I guess
Oh,
he
gotcha.
saw the owl and said, I don't want to risk not having entry, so I'll
Let us
keep
take
this.
Get a little Applejack for the orange there.
And he did take 3. He remembered his starting problem.
I like that playmat too. Not the Continentals Championship one, whatever.
I'm going to pay 3 for Castle of Friendship.
Ooh,
Oh, he did
Okay.
it! Turn 1 castle. Okay.
living the dream.
So he has more AT gen than Cheese does right now
To get one, as you
And
do.
for this exact turn.
for this exact turn.
Yep.
Well, and the turn that he flips Celestia.
And we're going to pass there. Go ahead.
Okay. I will gain 2. Meticulous.
I wonder if he'll
Yes.
put it on top.
That will flip over Twilight.
It's shocking.
Draw a card.
I'm just sad it wasn't ancient research, because then I would ask, do you want to flip it twice, Cheese?
spend
I
2
have
action
kind of
tokens to play Twilight.
my
and
brain
recover.
has dumbed before, and I have forgotten why I'm using
Exhaust.
Meticulous at all to begin with, and I've put it on bottom.
And you've put it on the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Done,
I've
and
done
then
that
pay
at least once or
1.
twice. He does manage to get a paper Twilight into play, which is
Or-
Kind of
kind
a
of
problem.
he is dropping a troublemaker there.
Okay,
Um,
there's a Mimic. That's a Mimic.
And
Is that trading
That
traditions,
is
right?
kind of
yes,
ridiculous.
not trading traditions.
Okay.
Cheese is
I will
got his
then
combo in hand.
0 AT, 4 cards in hand.
I
Pass turn.
don't think Cursed will concede at any time, though. I think Cursed's going to play this one out.
Yeah.
I shall take 2 AT.
Now, Changing Mimics is one of the better things he could see for Cursed, or against Cursed, since it will muck with some of his Troublemaker disruption. Some,
So-
not all of it.
Do you think Cursed has a turning point in hand?
So that's that for another.
I don't know. If he does, it's going to cost him 3 extra, though.
I'd still pay 4 to steal a Mimics.
Oh, I would absolutely pay 4 and discard a card to steal a Mimics. It's why we ran it in Vapor Trail.
I'm going to pay 3 to flip Celestia.
Okay. That
Okay.
will ready the castle.
Yep, it'll get him online for his yellow as
Yep.
well. So I wonder if he's trying to do this.
And exhausted again, of course.
His only 1 AT play with
Well,
the
he has
yellow
2 AT
is-
now.
is oh, that's right.
Yeah, so he can play entry, or he can. I think that's it, actually. He could
This-
play the Yellow Dilemma.
He could play a Conductor's Baton with no friends in play.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
We're going to hold there.
That seems like a better idea.
It
Yeah.
does seem like
Holding
a better
and passing
idea.
turn.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
if I
that's
wasn't
it.
going to do
Okay,
anything with that
cool.
2 AT, I
cards
would
in
have held off on flipping Celestia.
7.
Maybe,
7
although
cards? Okay, cool.
this might be kind of telegraphing
so
an immediate
I will
speed
start my
effect, although it's
turn.
difficult to
Whee!
think of an
Gain
immediate
2
speed
action
effect that would be
tokens,
relevant at this
readying
state of the game.
friends. 3 instances
He
of
has
instances
Beavers
of Meticulous.
And Rise and Shine.
Instance
So-
1.
That's true, but he can't play
That is
Rise and
some
Shine.
start you got there.
Yeah. So It's just beavers.
I will
And
keep this
Cheese also
on
currently
top.
has no resources.
When I put
Right.
that on top,
So
I will exhaust Twilight to gain an action token. I will
Oh, dear.
draw for turn.
Another
Then I
top
will
keep.
flip Troublemaker.
uncover
It is
a mimics.
whatever this is called, Mimics.
Called it.
Mimics. Yep.
Now, it sure
Gotcha.
does look like a meta deck at this point in
And
time.
then I will begin
Yes.
main
From
phase,
Cursed's perspective, anyway.
where I will exhaust Twilight to gain an action token.
Cheese is now up to
I will
4.
spend 1 action token to play a Troublemaker at your problem.
Okay. Now he's going to move Twilight.
Probably, right?
And
So,
I will spend
I think he put
2
the
action
mimics to the
tokens
wrong problem, honestly.
to move
No, well,
Twilight up.
He doesn't know what secondary color Cursed is playing.
Saving
I
1
guess
action token.
I guess actually playing it there is fine because he
And
does get 5 power. He can
I
start confronting
will
it,
pass turn.
which is easier than the 7.
And at the beginning of your
Yeah.
turn, I will call.
Now, what do you call here? This is Celestia resource-based
Your
deck. Do
ability
you call it
again
resource?
was
Retire a resource.
to add its power.
That's correct.
And what's the power of that resource you have?
3.
3? Okay. I will call.
I think this early I would call resource.
I have no idea. Let's just go for resource for now.
Resources.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he is calling resource.
Yep. All right.
Show me turning point.
And you may continue.
Boy, what a turn that would be, right?
Was that supposed to be a pun?
No, it's serious. It would be a turning point.
Oh yes, and I'm at 4 cards in hand.
Sure.
He meant because I said turning point.
I know.
Okay.
I am aware.
Yes.
There's another AT. And now he pays 6 AT for Castle of Friendship. No. No.
I don't think he has 6 AT there, bud.
He does not have 6 AT there. Now he retires Castle of Friendship to
Yeah,
add
he's
its
only at
power to a
5.
non-existent yellow character.
Yellow friend.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to pay 3 for
That's
a
not
Raptor
turning
Racer.
point.
Okay.
Oh, that is 8 power.
That should get me 6 critter tokens.
That's a pretty
I
good
need to
start.
find some tokens here.
It is very likely those mimics will not be around for much longer.
That'll give Cheese an AT, though. Well,
That's
I mean,
true.
he only has 8 power, and Cheese could napcakes that. Like, that's not scary yet.
That's true.
I'm going to let these Twilight Sleeves here be tokens.
Okay.
Tisk tisk, not bringing tokens when you added so many tokens to your deck.
Hey, not all of us walk around with a pile of 35 SNEC tokens.
35?
He has over 100 now.
They're all
He does have over 100 now. It was 35 last I saw him.
Skitter's got over 100 of those now, too.
Okay.
I still need to get some. I'm just going to walk around with SNECs. Actual SNECs.
Just every day minding your own business. Bunch of snacks on a leash behind you.
Now, what you do is you come into a CCG tournament with a giant python draped around your neck, and when someone asks you what archetype you're playing, you just kind of look at them dead-eyed and just say
Actually, while we're
farming.
here, let us also discard this bailout
Discarding bailout.
and pay 1 for
Oh.
turning point,
Oh, there's the turning point.
and we'll take control of that face-up changeling mimics.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's he has benefited from that mimic's high power. Well, he didn't. He could have played turning point first. You don't have to choose an opposing one, right?
You do not.
Okay, score phase.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Could
try
he
to
have
confront Train Tradition.
DFO'd?
That's fine.
No,
Maybe,
he would have
but-
been one short. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5,
Okay.
and 4. Yes, he would have
Starting
been
your
1
turn
power
and then
short,
name
and
events.
even then, I'm
Okay.
not sure he would have wanted to. Keeping the mimics in play is pretty good.
No,
Still
I
two
think
up 3.
if I could have denied my
ready,
opponent the orange
and
wreck,
ready.
Well, that's true.
I will.
though I wouldn't have stolen mimics in that case. I would have just dismissed it.
I'm going to.
He could have done it though. He just
do
would have had to
something
eat
ridiculous.
his castle.
That's
I will
true.
keep that on top. And when I
She's
do that,
apparently been finding cards he
I'll
likes.
exhaust her.
He
Well,
is going to
that's
go
not
ahead
farming.
and
You
exhaust
gain an
that.
action token. I'll draw for
Guess he's not
turn.
farming this turn.
Okay.
Troublemaker phase. King Sombrero.
Unless he's going to like
choose-
Actually, he does have orange. Maybe he has a barrel through in hand.
maybe.
What do I choose?
His flip
So how
average
does
is
that cover for you?
relatively decent.
Sombrero. He is villain. When this card isn't covered, you may pay 2. If you do, dismiss each friend here with 2 cost or with cost 2 or less. I'm not going to actually.
I think you should pay 2.
I'm deciding whether or not to challenge against him.
And
see,
that's
okay.
true. With Cursed having named events off
And
of Changeling Mimics, it
now-
wouldn't have gone particularly well for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think you just don't challenge in that case.
We'll let him live for now.
He's a 5 power, correct?
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah, I think saving that IT is probably
Okay.
fine.
I will exhaust Twilight to gain an action token.
So, what do you do here? Do you go over there and try and farm your own mimic?
I think the best thing he can try to do is get his orange. Because he knows Curse is in a
I
position to
will spend 2
get him off of trading traditions.
to
Mhm.
play
Well, not anymore. But there's a epic.
Applejack Farm 4-mare.
Oh, that's true.
And-
Well,
Well,
there you go.
there's
his
the four mare. Yeah.
There's this orange anyway. So his plays were
Then I
Aloysius
will
into Paper Twilight into
Spend
Applejack.
3.
No.
And
Paper
1
Twilight into
to
mimics.
play.
I'm just talking friends.
Apple
Sure.
Bloom.
But yes. Oh
And-
man.
Wow. Okay. Now,
And then
do you pay the 2? Oh, who has diligent?
I will bank 1. Bank 3 cards.
She does
Or
have
keep
diligent
3
right
cards
now.
in hand.
But
however you wanna
diligent
say
is
that.
an optional trigger. We'll have to see if
And-
she's remembered. Or well,
Mhm.
Pass
it's
turn.
currently an optional trigger.
No, it is currently
Or,
mandatory.
I'm sorry, that's right. It's currently mandatory. We'll have to see if people
I believe
remember
this
it.
is when my resource tax is expiring, correct?
Correct.
Yes. That. Well,
Okay.
he can't hear me, but yes.
It actually expired on the start of my turn, but
No, it's still retired on the start of Cursed's turn, Cheese. Yeah, we don't need to go into that.
Okay, so now you're cursed. You've got your castle online, but your opponent is currently at a massive AT advantage. What do you do?
I think you play. Well, does he have the AT to use Hedge Maze?
This is definitely not the way
It's
I
what,
expected
4
to
to
play.
banish?
It's just 1 to
Or
activate
at least
Hedge
if
Maze.
that's the choice you're making, then that's definitely not the way I expected you to play.
It's 2 to play it. He would need to get into his orange, which he currently does not have.
Oh, right. Yeah, he has no orange.
which choice? Like the choice of deck?
No, the choice of whether or not to fight the villain.
You have nothing you can't. Oh, is he going to play Rise and Shine here?
No, he's commenting on how he was confused that Cheese was debating fighting a villain.
Oh,
I think he was
okay.
expecting Cheese to just play Troublemaker Control
Mhm.
and not to play Farming.
Not farm. Yeah.
But I mean, that's one of the things that we see is epic troublemakers are generally a good sign, especially epic troublemakers with a minimal impact like Sombra and low
Mhm.
power are generally a great sign that your opponent is planning to beat those up.
Yeah, it's not even Tyrek.
It's not Tyrek, it's not.
Owie.
No.
Uh-huh.
Sombra's kind of one of the best troublemakers to beat up.
I just go for this.
Cursed debating his options here. I am surprised he hasn't gone for his orange entry yet, although he did mulligan his opening hand, so
Sure,
maybe he
Let's
just
take a
hasn't found it
crack
yet.
at this.
Sounds like I'm predicting dilemma, confront.
So this furball is standing in for another
Nope,
Raptor Razor.
furball.
No,
Okay.
it's a,
Oh, that's a Raptor Razor.
proxy,
So another 6.
proxies are allowed here because it's a little bit cruel to
Get
be
some more
like,
tokens here.
you only have 10 minutes, but you can only use what you got on hand.
Is Raptor Razor an opponent or any troublemaker?
When this card enters play, choose a troublemaker.
Okay, so you can choose 6. Or you can choose mimics.
Yeah, you can
and
do
then
6 or 5.
Yes.
Or
I'm gonna have
0.
to
I think
unsleeve
it's a
some more
May.
cards here for these sleeves.
But don't have infinite critter tokens, Cursed? Come on. Come on. We haven't even seen half the cards in your deck that can even make critter tokens.
And then we're going to follow that up with a Battle Snake.
Oof.
Oh,
Man, all that
okay.
TM busting
Put Samba
right at
back
the
up
very
to your hand.
beginning. So both Raptor Razors have Battle Snakes and a Turning Point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a home limit problem, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe just
Okay,
a small one.
Scarface.
Okay.
Confront Second Chance.
Okay.
And Train Traditions.
Okay. The start of the face-off, I have prepared, so I gain an action token
That is
to
correct.
2.
Yep.
Don't think you're going to be getting the
Then
diligent
face off.
off of this apple
Two
flip,
flips?
though.
No. It's
Yeah,
5.
shall
It's
flip.
only 5 versus
I flip a 6.
12, 14, 16, 17 plus a flip.
Flip a 1.
And that's another Battle Snake done.
Yeah.
Would
Now,
you
this
like to
is
count?
interesting. That is a tremendous
Well,
amount
I am
of
at,
Cursed's Troublemaker busting in his draw deck that's already
11.
gone at the very beginning.
I have that much in
Mhm.
tokens, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I wonder
face
if
off,
that's going
1
to
point.
be impactful later, because Cursed has no way to bounce the Raptor Racer or to return it. So
No.
he has gotten all the value out of that, and one of his turning points is already gone.
Yeah, I think he could have really benefited from Staring Contest in this deck. He has a lot of interplay abilities.
That's true. Golden Harvest would have worked well.
What
Raptor
are you
Razor
gonna
would have
flip
worked
into?
well. Furball,
Well, Furball's
Furball's
Raptor
standing-
Razor.
Yeah,
But Battle Snakes.
yeah, Battle Snakes as well.
Anxious Animals over here.
What set is that from? Marks?
Marks, yes.
Yeah. And is that
Is
it?
that, what is that one called?
Desperate Times.
Desperate
Bouncing
Times,
his
Is
Applejack.
Is that the extra flip one?
His rainbow powered
Yes.
Applejacks wouldn't be
Okay.
bad.
That's 18?
Yeah, it's okay. You
Yes.
save a little bit of AT.
So yours
Mhm.
is a 6 win.
Staring
confront
Contest, one of
from
those
a
odd
critter friend token.
showdowns that you actually don't mind losing. In fact, more often than not, you might actually enjoy it.
Or you could
Alright,
target
so you've
your
gotta deal with home limit.
protective big sis and
In a
just give her a
major way,
+1
yes.
counter and bounce something.
How many critters do you want to keep?
Though Cheese doesn't have many things he can target with that, so moot point
And
there,
are you
I
at
guess.
5 points now? Or 4?
That would be 4.
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, because that was confront once and then confront with the
And I
DFO.
believe he has 1 critter at home, though he got rid of them all.
Let's see. He's got Battle Snakes.
Raptor,
Just the one
Raptor.
token I'm entitled to.
Yep.
Yeah, he should have
One-
one
there-
token
there we
because Celestia, being an ultra rare main, an ultra rare main from Canterlot
So, yeah.
Knights has home limit 4 on both sides.
Both sides, yeah. There's only
okay,
3
that
mains
looks
in the
good.
game like that right now.
Take it away.
Okay. So
The other one
I
is
will be
Discord
getting
just because
3
he
up to
cheats.
5.
Yep. Bending the rules.
I think everything ready is. That probably happens first. Meticulous triggers.
Were you going to replace that problem, by the way?
I did replace. Oh, this one. Yeah. Good point. Okay. So then. Oh yes, meticulous triggers. Okay.
This one he seems to be thinking about. The first decision he hasn't kind of snapped
can
yet.
stay on top. We can exhaust Twilight. Then I will immediately exhaust Applejack before drawing. Then I will draw a card. Then I
So I
will
believe
go
that
to
puts
main
Cheese
phase
at 7 AT for this turn.
and exhaust Twilight for an action token up to 8. Spend 1 for a Troublemaker.
I think he needs more AT.
Spend
You might.
2.
Now, it is a little awkward that
to
Cheese
move up.
flipped into Desperate Times here
Twilight.
because Cursive has used a lot of his busting, like we said, and he actually just gave Cheese a better chance of managing to beat his epics.
Yeah.
Given Sombra's only worth 2 points, and Desperate Times is not going to be an easy problem to confront.
Yeah. He also didn't flip into one of his anti-TM problems.
That's true. He only flipped into the token generating one.
Though at least it has a high bonus if he does manage a DFO.
I will.
Higher than 1, whatever. Well,
Yeah.
Desperate Times is also 2, though, so it didn't actually help. Like, that was probably the worst problem he could have flipped into.
Spend 1 to draw a card.
Okay.
Oh,
And
where's
I'll
that
spend 1
spooky
to
ruins when you
play
need it?
Troublemaker.
Right? Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that Anxious Animals is the worst one to flip into here, because remember, he still
And
isn't in his
I
orange yet.
will...
And so he is still capable of confronting Anxious Animals.
True.
I'll...
Performing at Draconiquus would not have been great.
Okay. I'll pass turn.
Yeah.
Banking
That's
3
fair.
key and 4 cards.
3 and 4. Okay.
So what are you hoping to do here as Cursed right now? Cheese has massive AT gen. Like, +2 on you?
Okay,
Right?
it's main phase.
Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, assuming he chooses to use Twilight every turn, he's at +2.
Right, and he might not because he's going to start farming.
Even still, he is at +1.
Yeah.
If I'm Cursed right now, I really want to get my second color online so I can start getting value out of those cards. They're in here
Mhm.
for a reason.
Bailout would be very helpful here.
Bailout would be great. Protected Big Sis would be huge. Because you know that in those colors, Cheese is going to be packing some tricks.
Right.
He may not have seen the list, but he can expect things like Bailout, Napcakes, Frozen Imagicite, Interdimensional Portal. Yeah. Cutie Pox Scare would be kind of awkward here. Cheese isn't running it in his deck, but it might be something Cursed has to worry about.
Yeah, but Sis doesn't do anything about that.
I'm gonna pay 1 to draw.
No, she doesn't. But I was just thinking of tricks
Okay.
that Cursed might be trying to play around.
Oh, he paid to draw. Ooh, that's not the situation I want to be in here.
Then I'm going to pass. 6 cards in hand, 3 AT.
Okay, yeah, means he probably doesn't have a great hand.
Yeah, if he is starved on entry, that could be costing him.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you get that?
And
I
it's
passed.
actually kind of ironic
Passing turn.
that Cursed included 9
Okay.
pieces of entry and hasn't been able
And
to
you've
find one
got
or hasn't played one
3
yet.
and how
And
many cards
Cheese
in here?
included only 5
6.
in each of his colors
in here.
and has
Okay.
found them both.
Yeah,
Well,
let me
6 in
make my,
purple, but
display pile
yes.
visible.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
found all 3 of his
Okay,
entry
still at 4
options.
points, I'm at 0 points. Okay, so we're gonna ready everything. Gaining 3 up to 6. Ready that too. Meticulous. Let's put that on the bottom. Second instance of Meticulous.
What? On the bottom?
That can also go on bottom.
I didn't know he could do that.
Third instance of Meticulous. Sure, that can go on top. And when I do that, I'll exhaust Twilight.
Yeah, Exhausting Twilight here is fine because he's got the secondary flip. And from what
First
he's
actual
seen of
action
Cursed's
would
deck
be,
so far, it's a
uh,
relatively
tapping
low flip average.
Applejack.
Plus, he might have
8.
the
Draw
trick
card
in
for
hand
turn.
with like a bailout or a barrel throw.
Troublemaker phase.
Yeah. he might feel safe.
Trixie
Barrel
has
through
a
source code
unicorn,
research, something along those lines.
and King Sombrero.
Sombra is no surprise there. Trixie is a nice
Yep.
one as well.
I will challenge King Sombrero.
Okay.
0 versus 5, but 2 flips.
I will first Star School Research.
Okay,
Okay, now
there you go.
Okay.
so that's 7 plus
Any
random
reactions?
versus 5 plus 1.
I have nothing.
Okay, so then we'll flip, and I'm flipping 2 cards. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's 10. Can Cursed beat that?
You got it on just the one card.
Not with a 1, he can't.
What did
No.
you flip?
I flipped a 1.
And an entry
Okay.
as well.
Entry.
Oof. Yeah, his
yeah,
highest
okay,
was
so
5,
I
so the
beat
best he could have done was tie.
Sombrero and score 2 points. Yay.
Alright, so Cheese gets on the board here and is actually well set up.
Although he did just lose a portal.
Main phase.
Yeah,
I
but
will
what is he
exhaust
going to want to
Twilight
portal
Sparkle
that's on
Cover.
Cursed's side of the field right now? Currently has 2 Raptor Razors and a Battle Snakes, all of which are terrible.
And a
unless
critter token.
Right, unless he portals them to Trixie, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which would actually still be doing Cursed a favor of getting his characters up to problems.
Yeah.
Admittedly, yes, purple is, or portal is a great card to have, just not at this point in the game.
No, but it's also not one of those things that you ever really want to see go to
I
the bottom.
will spend 1
True.
to draw.
Not unless he's got a Doctor
Yeah,
Who's.
I mean, honestly, I think what I would do here is
Spend
portal
1
something
draw
to
card.
Trixie and try and fight that. That's how I would use the portal. If I had one on this board state.
If that were the case, I probably wouldn't have used the Star Sword Research there.
Yeah.
Just because 2 versus
True.
6.
Yeah, and
with no
there's
extra flips.
no reason to fight the Trixie right now. He's not going to DFO. Like, Trixie is blocking a problem, and that's good for Cheese.
Right. Now, technically, with all that AT, Cheese could be confronting Desperate Times.
Could he actually?
Not this turn, but on a subsequent turn, he could.
Yeah, it would be 6 AT to confront that.
Yes.
Spend another 1 to draw a card.
I think mostly he's just hoping to
We'll
draw
spend
into another
2
epic.
to move over here.
Looks like he's just going to have to settle for beating up
Okay.
Trixie.
Applejack.
And play
Toss
another
Applejack
Factory
for an
Jack.
AT. Spend
Get
2.
that salt in
Why?
the wound.
Play cover to cover.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
Spend 1
Oh my goodness.
to play
Yeah,
Troublemaker.
I don't know that that there are more minutes. Cool. I don't know how Cursed is going to beat
I
this.
will
Okay, let's count
pass turn.
the amount of AT
Zero
here. This is a
AT banked.
little bit ridiculous. So we've got
And
2 Factory Jacks, 2
the-
Paper
the
Twilights,
cards.
and a regular
1, 2,
Twilight compared to
3,
Cursed's 1. So
4,
Cheese
5
is currently at +4.
+4.
And pass.
That's +4
Sure.
using his main, +3 if he doesn't.
Mhm.
+3 if he just says, whatever, I'll just meticulous for good cards in my hand.
Yeah, I mean, all he's seen right now is yellow. Like, he hasn't. Though he solved the orange entry, so the worst he can expect here is a Catajack,
Which admittedly would be pretty devastating.
which would be devastating. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Catajack
Oh
plus
boy.
bats would be pretty impressive,
1,
but
2, 3,
Cursed
4,
didn't opt
5
for that.
sources of AT on the field? That's ridiculous.
Yep.
The Cheese is just like, yep.
So, remember when Cheese cut his own deck for Cursed and then kept?
This is why you should cut through time and space.
This is why you should cut through time and space.
That being said, Cheese still has an uphill battle here, though. Cursed does have point advantage, and he does have a lot of AT banked from last turn. He should be at 7 right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that can happen with that. Desperate Times is open. If Cursed can get something going,
There's a Troublemaker there. Almost certainly a Mimics. Well, We know it's a Mimics. He might think that it's a Nightmare Star or something. Well, not Nightmare Star.
Okay.
I don't know. I would
We're
assume
going to
Mimics.
pay
Starlight
1.
Glimmer.
Pay 1.
Or-
Philly Applejack.
Okay,
Okay.
he's in orange.
Okay. 1 orange. He cannot cutie marker.
We are going to pay
'Cause-
2 for a smart kitty.
No. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's fine. That's fine. I thought the
So
next
Smart Cookie
sentence was going to be
is
cutie mark.
banish a card from discard pile to give this card +1 power.
At
Is that
immediate
what you're
speed, yes.
Okay.
And Trixie might not be around long enough for
Right.
the lack of abilities to matter.
None of those have abilities right now.
That is correct.
That's the
Okay,
pause of someone
we're
who
going to pay
forgot.
3.
Okay.
For this Mistress Marvelous who is standing in for Boots.
Okay, and
Boots.
Boots is flip an additional card or something,
And opponents cannot play cards
what
during
is their full
face-offs involving this card.
Applejack, Protective Big
We
Sis.
have Diligent. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, R.
Diligent 1. During face-offs involving this card, flip an additional involving this card.
Okay, and what's her power?
3 power.
3 power? Okay. Okay.
And we're going to use our
So
last
Cursed is currently sitting 6v6 right now.
for a 20-point targeting Trixie. We're just going to dismiss her this time.
And an extra flip.
Okay.
No, wouldn't be an extra flip
and
because
just
of
blowing up
curses.
Trixie. Whoops.
Or that.
So you have 6 power there?
If Cheese is allowed to
But
draw
no
all
yellow.
his AT gens, Curse is allowed to draw all
I
his
thought Boots was
anti-TM.
yellow.
I suppose
Oh, yes, you're
that's
correct.
true.
Aha. Right. We did play this correctly. So we do get to confront it, unless you have a reaction.
I have 0 AD.
Got it. I shall take a point then.
Okay. 5 points?
Alright, so that brings Cursed up to 5. So
To
it's
5,
currently
yes.
5v2.
Okay. My
And
turn?
Go ahead.
puts
Yes.
a critter at Mimics.
Ready.
And forgets the
critter.
trigger.
Ready. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 instances of Meticulous.
Oh dear.
So let's start. Bottom. Bottom.
So when you have that much Meticulous, do you think it's worth it to start tracking your deck, or do you not care because of the 2 gyros?
If it's in any kind of serious environment, yes. Any massive amount of
Bottom.
deck manipulation, top deck or bottom
And
deck,
one more? Yes, one more.
can be very beneficial to track, especially if you're running any kind of chaos-based
Sure,
deck.
top.
Mm-hmm.
This is at
I need
like
6 to
11
confront
or
that.
12 at night,
Examples,
following
yes.
a 10-minute blitz deck
Um,
building session. I think they're having fun.
I will not exhaust Twilight.
Did they
But
do
I
these both the same
have
day?
3 AT right now.
Yes, they
Back
did.
to back.
Okay.
Okay. So I will
Yes.
draw a card. And then I will tap these 2. Oh, this flips up first. Okay. It is a Mimic.
Called them
Okay.
again.
So I'll flip those 2
Yep,
up to 5.
shocked.
I'll flip these
You mean
2
he wouldn't play his villains to the
Or tap
location he
those
just played
2
2 friends in the same
up to
turn?
7.
I mean, maybe if you can bait a bunch of valuable stuff out of it.
Boy, I sure wish I had a board
Wait.
where before either player is at 6 AT, I could gain my AT for turn from 0 and then end up at
What
7 in
next?
my main phase.
So he didn't exhaust Twilight.
I'll
He did
spend
not exhaust
1
Twilight.
to
He
special
must be
beam
planning on a
cannon
confront to move Curse's
your-
characters away.
resource.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
So Cheese is now at +5 advantage over Cursed, or
Yep.
+4 if he chooses not to use Twilight like he did this turn. Do you just move up Apple Bloom?
Then I
Just
will
Go what? Go 6 versus 6 when
Spend-
Cursed has 2 flips?
I forgot about the second flip. That's true.
3 to play Apple Bloom.
Look at all this entry.
Okay.
And
He's going to have some home limit issues if he goes for this face-off.
No, he's not. That's only 5. It's only going to be a single.
Oh, that's true.
then I
So he's
will-
committed to this now.
He's down to 3 AT.
That would be a confront. How many cards are in your discard pile?
But yeah, and a smart cookie. Yeah.
3.
Okay. 3. In that case, I will play. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. First, I'm going to confront.
Risky business.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, is Cursed going to consider bailouting here?
How much AP do you have?
I have none.
None. Okay.
I am
never
going
mind.
to. Yes, I'm just going to banish this this bailout right now, just to take Smart Cookie out of Napcake's range.
Yes, because
What
she's
are
at
you
pass
managing?
priority.
Oh,
So
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to confront. I'll get my up to 3. Then,
though
I will
Cursed forgot that cheese can't nap cakes at that point.
play a Starful Research.
Right.
Okay.
And pay 1.
That is fine
and sorry,
because
when
they
I do
haven't
that,
officially
I will
started the
exhaust
face off.
Twilight to gain an action token.
Correct. There's still a confront step. there.
Then I'll pay that 1 for nap cakes to nap cakes your whatever it's called, Philly. Yeah, her.
Philly Jack.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, he did just exhaust Twilight
We
to
went
get
for
the
the
extra
face-off.
AT.
That's
So
correct.
we're going into 3 plus 7
And
versus
flip
6
cards.
plus random. And the ability to banish cards. Well, plus 1 and random, yeah.
7, 10
So
versus
Cursed still winning.
6. I'm at 9.
and
your-
What?
I am at 10.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah, crap! I missed the anxious animal.
Yeah,
trigger.
cheese is winning by 1.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think you banish both cards,
is a
you're gonna
main.
win.
So I suppose I need to go to 11 then.
Yes, you do.
All right, and that's going to give Cursed another 2 points here.
No reaction.
And the diligent
Okay.
for
I'll take 2 points.
Boots.
Yes.
boots.
We have a diligent on boots.
Mr. Boots.
Oof. That's a kick in the pants.
And he lost a Star Swirl to do that.
That's his second Star Swirl he's lost. Although he does have gyros in the deck.
Right. Reforming a Draconicus, which you can now confront.
Which
Yes,
card
he
is
does
that?
have the orange.
That is reforming a Draconicus. Troublemakers don't prevent players from confronting this problem.
Now that might actually end up working
Okay.
to Cursed's. I don't know if that works to Cursed's
It
disadvantage here or
is
not.
No, I think it's
your
fine.
turn,
He
and I'm
confronts
going to
for a
call
point.
a bit.
Maybe he loses the bonus, maybe not. But if there's
Okay,
a
that's
troublemaker there, then it's gone. You know, he's got a mimics in the way
That's a
on
good
the
point.
other problem.
That's true.
So do you move boots up to mimics?
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to do that. It's your best bet at breaking through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although with Cursed now with no resources in play, do you still name resources with Mimics, having seen what you've seen so far?
Has he seen the only events he's seen is 2 turning points?
And a bailout that was discarded.
Right. Bailout that was discarded. I guess it's a matter of, are you worried about that last turning point or not?
I mean, Cheese isn't exactly set up here to be farming, so he might not be fearing crazy events. So at this point, I would
have
go
three
to
to
try
do.
to prevent Cursed from establishing
Crazy
board state
carbon.
and would probably name resource.
Okay.
Yeah. Which also stops any dilemmas he has,
Right.
You're gonna pay 2 to move.
which happens to be what? Two
Yeah, I think it should-
industrial revolutions.
yeah, and I believe that's it.
And another 2 to move.
So moving Celestia, saying
time
you
smart.
can't scare this. Does he have the? He does not have the AT to move boots. I think it's correct to try and confront here. Though, if you were going to confront, I would. Maybe I would move boots.
Sure.
I think he does want to save the boots for changing them
Okay.
next turn.
Confronting for 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but now he just
Is that
throws
up to
his
8?
face off away.
To 8, yes.
Okay.
I have home limit issues.
Yeah, you have 1 helmet.
So that should do.
Okay, my turn.
Good. Yes, go ahead.
Cool.
0 AT, 4 cards in hand.
Ready everything and gaining.
And it's
4
what,
AT
8 to
now?
2 right now?
4 AT.
No, Cheese did confront.
Up to
Right.
So it is
8 to
83.
So I
Yeah.
have 1,
So
2,
Cheese has
3
some-
ridiculous because I got rid of 1.
Cheese has to make up some distance here.
Yeah. I guess it just goes to show, just
Bottom.
because you have all the AT in the world.
If you don't have the combo piece to finish it, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
That being said, Cheese's vast amount of action tokens and ability to dig through his deck quickly will likely result in him being able to find more consistent answers when he needs them over the course of this game than Cursed right now.
8. First priority window, I will tap both Applejack. Well, actually, I tap 1 and then you get a priority. But
I have 0 AT.
yeah, okay. So it's
Rolls
10.
minutia.
Troublemaker phase, nothing happens. Main phase. Oh, I actually need to draw my card.
Yes,
That
you did
happens.
not.
Then
You
main
did not
phase.
draw your card for turn. You should
Tap
probably do
both
that thing.
Twilights up to 12.
Ugh.
12 action tokens. What do you do?
It's a lot of AT.
Dig, 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 dig.
It's a bit.
Sit
He
there
has
and-
disposable income right now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You sit there and be like, look at my bank account. It's got
I
2
think
digits.
I
guess
think
Pay
you.
2 to
Ideally,
move
you face off
Apple
and
Blum.
also play
up.
an
Pay
epic.
2 to move up. Appleblum.
Yeah. See, this is why I would have moved boots if I wasn't going to move boots to mimics.
And
Mm,
pay
because
1
it's-
to draw a card. And pay 1 more to draw a card.
Paying
Dis-
after you move, tisk tisk. Or paying to draw, rather, after you move.
Got to see those options first.
Yeah. So someone needs to teach Cheese about sequencing.
We can harass him about that later.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
play the mayor. And then
So you have 5 power there?
That is
5 power and
No cards.
no ability to
That is
banish. Yes.
No ability to banish.
Only
no,
one flip.
No ability to boost. No AT.
Yeah.
Cheese can move a factory jack up here just to get an extra 3 bonus if he really wants to, or he's got 6 AT and a handful of tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will go to.
How did that
Scorpion.
owl hit the discard? Did he
Yeah,
retire that to
confront for
home
one.
limit or
Yes.
something?
That is correct.
Despite having a home limit of
Then
5?
face off.
I have nothing before the flip.
Whoops.
Neither do I. So it flips. I flip
Flips
a 5.
five. for
Bailout.
bailout.
So,
3.
yep. Oof.
I believe you have it.
Okay. So
I
get another
don't
point,
think
up
you're
to
too
5.
worried about the castle at this point. It's too late to make your investment back, I would think.
Yep. At this point, you're above 8, or you're at 8 points or more. You're kind of pushing to close the game out before the AT acceleration can completely overwhelm you.
Okay. What's your next problem?
That is,
Make yourself at home.
yeah, draw
When
3,
an opposing
when a
troublemaker is
troublemaker's
uncovered, you draw
uncovered.
3 cards.
Yep, no troublemaker played there yet,
That's
so
terrible.
Yeah.
For me.
Cheese does not
6
like
and 6 on your side? Okay.
Cursed's deck here.
So
So
I've got
you know what Cheese should do?
6
What
AP
Play a
Cheese
Nightmare
and
Moon to
5
that
cards in
problem.
hand,
that would be
and I will pass turn.
equally terrible.
Oh boy.
I am
No, it would be
Because-
more
event
terrible.
again on
Because
um,
Cursed
Right.
would have 6 cards and Cheese would
Whatever
have
it's called,
3.
Right.
As expected.
All right. So if you're cursed here, what's the game? What's the game plan?
Move your main, move boots, confront. Go up to 9.
Just eke out every little bit you can.
Yep.
Oh,
You should be trying to confront every turn.
Jeez, missed his diligent triggers. Oh no, wait, no, his main is in orange. Never
His
mind.
main
he's
is
fine.
not orange. Yes.
Okay, he's fine.
It's okay.
That would have been relevant.
Sorry.
Cursed apologizing to himself for moving his own cards.
Isn't that just so Canadian?
Yes.
Oof. Nothing in the discard pile either for Smart Cookie. This is
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah, that's why I think moving boots is so important here.
Yeah, he knows what he's going to be going for
Okay.
in
let's
terms of
try
a
this.
game plan. He's just got to try to smash his face against this wall.
Yeah.
To move Celestia.
Did you move Celestia?
I was going after the mimics.
Going after the
And then 2
mimics.
for boots.
Okay.
Doesn't want to confront this
Move
turn. I guess he's.
into,
I mean,
To yours.
I suppose
To
the
my
thing he's
problem.
thinking here is if he beats mimics, that effectively makes up the 1
Okay.
point for not confronting this turn, and then it also
Then he
gets
can
boots
DFO.
big enough to
Yeah.
start the face off.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, my turn.
I could see that making sense.
5 cards in hand. No IT.
Okay.
He's seen
getting
portals
4, 10.
and stuff though. Like
You saw a portal.
And I need 6 to print
I think that's all
yours.
he's seen now.
he's predicted nap cakes, but that doesn't get rid of boots. Yeah.
Oh no, that's true. He did see napcakes because he got his Philly AJ napcakes.
Right. Yeah. But at least if Cheese is going to play a trick, it has to be before
Okay,
the
so,
challenge.
Meticulous.
Correct.
We'll put oopsies. Stay where you were. Okay. We'll keep this one on top, but I will not exhaust Twilight.
Okay.
Before drawing, I will tap both Applejacks. I will then draw the card.
Exhaust
turn,
Cheese.
and then I will go to main phase. Exhaust both Twilights. Then
Do you
I
think
will
he's-
spend 2 and 2 to move these 2 up here.
Do you think he's gained enough
I'll
action
spend
tokens yet this
2
turn?
to move
No.
Applejack.
Oh wait, is he DFOing?
Okay.
Yeah, this is the
I'll
time to
spend
do it, right?
2 to move up Twilight. And I'll
He's gonna
spend
need
2
one more purple.
Or one more orange?
True.
Or
An owl will do
Okay,
it.
owl does it. So that's what, 6, 9, 12, 15? 15 versus 7 and 2 flips.
I will
So how much AT do we have left?
4.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
he still has 4 AT.
14 AT is a heck of a thing.
Sure.
And double confront.
Yeah, 15
Yep.
v7 2 flips here is
Face off.
pretty okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Now he flips paper twy. No,
Flip
owl.
two.
Flips an owl.
So that's 17.
3 on Cursed side
I believe you
and
have it.
a 1. Yeah, that's not going to do it.
No.
Oh, and I actually flipped 2 cards, don't I? No, that's not a troublemaker face off.
No,
Yeah,
you
yes.
don't cheese.
That is not.
So I'm at
The
That's
orange
not
blue
the-
one.
that's
Feeding
not
the
the-
front lines.
That's the one. Yeah.
I'm at 17.
10.
Okay, so I get it. Gain 2 points up to 9.
Where's your Novo, Cursed?
And then
Still
everyone comes
unspoiled
home.
at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
In a package.
Although I don't believe
And
Nova was one they spoiled before the
Mimic
face-offs.
goes away.
Or before the pre-release, I mean.
The main wasn't, but the ultra rare was.
The ultra rare was
So
because
this
they-
Fluttershy's Worst
well,
Nightmare is standing in
but
for
it
a
was.
Dream Patrol.
Okay.
It has the same point. It has the same power profile, except that it is troublemakers here have -2 power.
His
Okay, so
Novo.
Dream Patrol,
It's a 6,
Dream Patrol on
6.
Cursed side and
Troublemakers have -2 power. Okay, so I've got a
halfway
whole
across
number 5,
Equestria on Jesus' side.
and I gotta get rid of some friends.
His Novo's in a cardboard box somewhere. Probably in the airplay office.
got
Dude,
rid
I
of an
wanna put-
owl and a apple bloom.
Not
It is
for
kind of
defined
funny
set.
that putting Novo in a box makes her more
That works for
efficient.
me. Okay, so I've got 4 action tokens, 5 cards in hand.
I mean, she is a sea
halfway
pony.
across Aquas.
She's
across
collectible.
Equestria,
She's an
which
ultra
is,
rare.
10
She's
on your
mint
side.
in box.
Yep.
Oh
And
goodness.
that's it.
Anyway,
I see.
I prefer
You're
to
at
think of
9,
it as a
correct?
fishbowl.
Points that is.
I'm at 9.
Sure.
Sure.
Anyway,
so Cheese is taking the lead at 9.
yeah, Cheese is in the lead now in terms of both points and game resources.
Mm-hmm.
You're implying that he was ever behind in game resources.
I'm not implying he was ever behind in game
He
resources. I'm
was
implying
turn
that he,
1.
Turn 1, yes. And then, how do I hold all these Applejacks?
does have quite a few Applejacks. I could have more. Catajack would be pretty devastating right now.
Yeah, where's Catabats? Well, it wouldn't. Right now, it would do nothing because he has 4 AT. Next
He
turn.
would- Right now, it would trigger something called point to the left, game rule violation,
The
point to the
Mimics
right,
thing is over.
failure to maintain game state.
Yes.
Okay.
Mimics is over.
You've beaten 2 of them, Cursed. Let's see if you can get through the 3rd one.
Well,
He's beaten 2 of them just because Cheese did all the work. They ran away at the sight of Boots. Boots is pretty terrifying.
what's funny though is all the apple blooms are on the other side.
Excuse me. That is Applejack, because it has a hat. Don't know what you're talking about with that being Apple Bloom.
It is her hat, that's true.
Then is Factory Jack not Applejack because she doesn't have a hat?
Correct.
Or are we going by Flitter definition and that is a hat?
Cursed doing some thinking here.
Yeah, he's not in a great spot. Like, it's hard to overcome
Halfway is at the start of a face-off.
Opponent
to do
having-
something, right?
double
Yes.
your AT.
At
You
the
just-
time of face-off here, you may move an opposing character.
He didn't. So he didn't.
Got
No,
it.
he did. He did use Twilight to confront. That's right.
deep in the tank now.
Mm-hmm. Like, he can spend 4 to score a point, but then what? I think he might still be fine doing that, because if Cheese wants to win that, he has to spend a lot of resources. Though Cheese has the resources to burn.
Sorry, just thinking here.
That's okay.
I think it may be in my best interest to pass.
Okay.
You're at 4.
4 action
I mean,
tokens.
Kursid's
and
best plays are
I'm
likely
AT
going to be
sorry.
explosive turns. He's
4
not going
Yeah.
to win by
Yeah.
just
I'm at
going
4
after
action
single point
tokens and
confronts and opening up an
9
opportunity for Cheese to start a
points.
face-off.
That's what those
Points.
are.
Yeah, and he didn't
So-
add
so next
Bunyip,
turn
so
you're going to-
he
you're
can
going to
only score points from
13.
face-offs and confronts.
18.
Probably, yes.
Sorry, how many cards do you have in hand?
5. Yeah, 5.
Yes. Yes, I think I can get away with passing here. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Sure. Let's ready everything.
Sorry, I'm over home limit again.
Yes, by 1.
Go
There
ahead.
goes Battle Snakes. No great loss.
I'm getting rid of
On the plus side, card
that
the
one.
discard
Okay,
pile.
Snakes.
That's true.
Okay. What happens first? I gain 4 action tokens up to 8. 3 instances of Meticulous.
Only
That's
3,
not
down
bad.
from 4.
Instance 2 of Meticulous. That's going to go on bottom. Instance 3 of Meticulous.
Sort of surprised that he chose to get rid of
That's going to stay on top.
one of the apple blooms.
Because it's 3.
Um,
I mean, the others are all AT gens. I think he just wants to leverage that.
And
Yeah, I think he likes AT.
I
So I
will
think
not
I agree
exhaust
with you.
Plant.
The power is more
I
relevant
will
than
exhaust both of these.
the Meticulous.
To go up to 10. I will then. There's 10. No, it's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Then I'm going to draw my card for turn.
Hmm?
Then I'm going to
Go to 12.
double exhaust these. Go up to 12. Then I'm
Do
going
you
to
pay
spend
8 and confront halfway
2 to
across?
move up Apple Bloom. 2
No.
to move up Sparkles.
Sparkles.
And 1 to play a Troublemaker.
To my problem?
Yes, to your problem.
Mimic.
Which is still
Yeah, Dream Patrol is
Dream
actually going to be working in
Patrol, okay.
Cursed's
Yeah.
disadvantage here.
Yeah, I don't think that's a Mimics. I think that's an Epic. Let's see. If that's Nightmare Moon, Cheese could theoretically
Okay.
win next turn.
I will pass turn. Sorry.
Because
Banking
he just
7,
went up to 10.
and I have 5 cards in hand.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be Nightmare Moon. Yeah, he
Then you're at
gets
10
2
points.
up to 12, then
Oh yes, confront
double.
up to 10.
We'll get him to 15.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he actually has the power left in his deck to confront both of those problems simultaneously.
He does
maybe
have portals.
not.
He does have portals.
That's
Yeah,
true.
He does have portals.
You're at 8 action tokens.
And if there's one thing he does have, it's AT.
8, that's correct.
A
Yeah.
lot of action tokens.
Yeah, because he only has the 2 Apple Blooms. He's got what, 2 gyros as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
He
you're at
would
7
need
right now?
the other Applejack
Yes.
and the portal. Yes.
Cheese, I am disappointed. Why no Castle of Friendship? Come on, man.
Oh, I
leverage
think
your
he has
AT.
another Aloysius in there as well. So it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible.
Okay, Now, Cursed does still have his boots in play, although I'm
Uh-huh.
fairly certain that if he goes with this Confront, Cheese is going to have a trick. I don't think he'd
Oh, yeah.
set up for the face-off without planning on having a means of stopping it from happening.
Yeah, I think he has to overcommit. I think he has to overcommit, or he just has no chance here.
Rise and Shine Conductor's Baton would be okay. Boots is definitely a card you want to move, though.
Okay. We are going to pay 2 to move Protective Big Sis.
2.
To Dream Patrol.
Okay.
We're going to pay another 2 to move Smart Cookie to the same problem.
Okay. And you have one
That
card
is
in
some
your
of the
profile?
largest amount of power he can get with the cards he
One
has in
card,
play
that's
right
correct.
now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he could have
And then we are
moved
going to pay
Celestia for the
3.
same amount.
For a Golden Harvest.
And what does Golden Harvest do?
Puts a +1 power counter on the other stuff there when it enters.
Okay. And how much power does she have?
2.
She has 2 herself.
Okay.
So Boots is up to 5, and Cookie's up to 3, with the potential to get 1 more.
Only one Napcakeable
And you
friend.
have one left?
Right, and it doesn't stop the
One
confront.
NT, yes.
So he really would need to IDP.
We're going to go to score phase.
Okay. When you go to score phase,
I assumed as much.
Yep.
I'm
There it is.
going to play Popping Corn, which will exhaust
Popping Corn
everything except
That'll also work.
for
does
Protective Big
does
Sis.
work. Because, yeah. So only 4,
Got it.
or
And
5.
she's only at 5
Right.
power, right?
So do you
is
have
correct.
the... So
Okay.
if you have the Rise and Shine, do you play that here?
I'm going to play a Rise and Shine.
I don't
No.
think so, because
No, this is a mistake. Cursed
Okay.
Confronts gets 1 point,
In
but now he doesn't have a
response,
face-off. Cheese's stuff is
I
exhausted.
will pay
Yeah.
2 to portal what's her face home? Boots home.
Oh. I would have just let Cursed have the 1 point, and then
Frightened everything, yeah.
frighten everything, yeah. Like,
I mean, maybe it is a bluff. Maybe it is a Mimics.
Okay.
maybe.
Well, that's that then.
Okay.
Take
my
it
turn.
away. Yep.
Okay, so ready.
The
ready,
elusive double bluff.
Ready.
He
some more.
outbluffed the commentators, but not Cursed.
And
I wasn't saying
then
anything.
Gaining 4 up to 8. 3 instances of Meticulous.
I mean, actually,
Bottom.
Very meticulous.
he's
Yeah,
got to be
it's
coming
fine.
close to getting through his
Actually-
deck now.
Yeah.
No, that can stay on top. That's fine. Okay. I will not exhaust Twilight. I will exhaust these 2. Draw a card for turn. Troublemaker, this flips. This is frightened.
Blam.
Those
Surprise!
things are frightened. Do I want to activate it?
Okay, so yeah,
I will
Cheese
not
did not have
activate
any
it.
reason to play that IDP.
No. Well, I mean, denies 1 point.
It's not much of a reason to play an IDP.
So yeah, Cheese could pay 2 to get rid of Smart
Yeah,
Cookie
I can do
here.
that. Okay. Then I will challenge it.
3 versus 5. 3 versus 3.
Okay.
Yes, 3 versus
flipping
3.
1. I flipped a 7.
Random SSR.
You got it.
Okay, so that's 2 points.
Wow, that's
12.
infuriating.
Stars will research
Okay.
the bottom. This over here. Okay.
Does he have the AT to win this turn, or are you just playing Epic and win next turn?
So
Now,
let's
here's
see.
the
He's at what, 12 right now?
Yeah, he would have to pay 2 to rally, 4 to
main phase,
move.
I'm going to exhaust both Twilights. Going up to
Oh, yeah.
12.
There's 12, yeah. So that would be 6, and you would need 6 AT for 6 more power, which would require Owl, Factory Jack, and both gyros.
Okay, so I need
That sounds awful. Or just rely on interdimensional
6
portal.
Or a
more
portal,
power
yeah.
over there. Oh, I am at 12, not 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is...
He's looking for this DFO.
I mean,
It's possible.
I will pay 1 action time.
this is one of those awkward circumstances where
Draw
if you had the
Okay.
gyros or the
Mhm.
interdimensional portals, you actually portal Boots, and does he have another 3-power character? Yeah, you portal Boots, and then is Golden Harvest? Is that an optional or is that a mandatory trigger?
I think it's I don't know, but I don't think it matters because that would only give Cheese 2 points and needs 3 points to win this turn.
No, is that a 1-point bonus problem or a 2-point bonus
It's
problem?
a 1 point.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah.
Even though that's not the actual problem, it is still 1 point.
Oh, is that why I'm getting confused?
Well, both of them have 1 point on them.
Pay another action. Oh, draw a card.
Yes, that's a Dream Patrol, I believe.
Pay another action.
Yeah, Dream Patrol.
Pay another one.
Dig,
So, yeah,
dig.
Find an epic, win next turn, you're fine.
I'm going to pay...
Yep, that's the plan.
1 to my Troublemaker.
Yeah, you don't even rally.
Frighten.
He's going to, but that's not correct. Well, it's not what I would do. Let's put it that way.
What if that one's a Mimics?
No.
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 I don't think he would have stopped drawing that confidently if all he found was in Mimics.
But what if it's a Mimics?
Instead of winning next turn, I want to win in 2 turns.
And I'll move to Scores phase. 7 cards in hand.
Yep.
Confronting for 1 up to 13.
7
passing
cards in
turn,
hand
5
and what?
AT,
7, 8,
5
5,
7
8.
cards in hand.
Can you win if you're cursed?
If you draw the bailouts, yeah.
Bailout would help. Bailout would help.
Short of that, I don't know how. Unfortunately, one of the problems with yellow-orange that doesn't choose to run Catajack is you are so stifled on your removal options against AT generators or tiny annoying friends like this that if those land on the board, you're just kind of doomed. I mean, Cursed did include Canterlot Hedge Maze, which would have partially nullified Cheese's AT advantage, but he's never seen one.
Yeah, he without that Catajack, he was just doomed, just due to how many AT gens Cheese got early on.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay
despite having correctly predicted what kind of cards Cheese might be running in his deck, even if he's playing the deck very differently, and including answers for them everywhere.
I am going to pay
Resource generation is strong, yo.
To play Canterlot Hedge Maze to my home.
Spoke too soon.
The Hedge Maze.
What does that do?
Resource location unique. Main phase, exhaust this card and pay 1 to banish an opponent's friend to beneath this card. Main phase, pay 2 to dismiss this card and put any cards beneath it into play at their owner's homes. Any player may activate this ability. What of that set?
Yeah. Okay. Is that Absolute Discord?
That's
No,
Camelot Knights.
That's
Camelot
Camelot
Knights.
Nice.
That's Camelot Knights, sir. And if only,
And we're going
if
to
only that second ability was
one
broken
to
into 2
use it.
paragraphs, or
The trend
otherwise had
is
a
still-
sentence break in it, that card would still probably see constructed play.
Let's get rid of your Apple Bloom.
But it does
No,
not.
hold a second. That's not what I'm trying to do. Let's get rid of one of those Factory Jacks. Wait,
Oh.
Factory Jack? No, let's get rid of Twilight.
What? I don't think that's right here. This is an epic.
Can you grab it?
If you're not,
It's going away right away anyway.
this seems like an error on Cursed's part here,
Oh, are you
unless
going
he
to
has
retire
another
your,
hedge maze to follow this up with.
Are you going to use it with?
I think he's trying to stop the meticulous.
So that banishes it. Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the DFO. By retiring it, he's got Golden Harvest up, and
So how
now
much
he's going to
power
move the
does
characters on.
what's her face have?
Uh huh.
Unless Cheese has a trick.
7. Okay.
Well,
In
just
which
the
case-
SFO.
Right. Sorry.
To the
as well.
Scarface?
I think the
Okay.
popping
So,
coin would
when
be
you
actually
Scarface,
Cheese's best trick here as
course.
well.
1,
Save the
Well,
interdimensional portal for your stuff.
Play Bailout,
Bailout.
discarding a
Or that.
Nightmare Moon.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Cheese
And
is so
to exhaust
confident he
double
doesn't
exhaust.
even want to show his opponent his cards.
You're on 13 points.
Yes.
And how much AT?
4.
4. Give me a second.
Well,
Time to do math.
Did he bail out before Scoreface? Or
I'm just
or
trying
is
to
Cursed-
decide whether I should concede or not, really.
well, you could
he's
let
he's doing scoop math right now.
No.
The worst kind of math to do.
I mean, you could
I
just
know.
let
the answer
Cheese
is
take
always
his
no,
turn.
So, okay,
And as he says there, the answer to that one
Who
is
knows?
always no.
maybe there's a Slender in that deck somewhere. You just randomly clicked on it while you were trying to get to 45 or something.
Optimism.
Anyway, go
It's
ahead.
so high.
So, ready. Only 2 instances of Meticulous now.
So that could be a blitz challenge.
Gaining 5 to 9.
That was already a Silver Spanner challenge, though.
I mean, that doesn't forbid it from being a blitz challenge.
I'll run.
Sure.
I mean, that's true. I can't run the peck thing in
No,
that.
it's also
It's too meta.
double tap these, and draw a card for turn. And then Troublemaker phase. She flips up. Oops.
Ooh, it's a royal rare.
Fancy.
Frightens everyone there.
She's not exhausted
Okay,
anymore.
so this is 3 versus
Correct.
4.
And I will challenge.
Think he's going to make
Trixie,
this?
Who has 4 power.
Okay.
Random SSR. Ready?
Flips. I flip a 6.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, it's not. Well, he could have.
That's true, he could have meticulous to it.
Standing in for a Castle of Friendship, so that's a 3. But I'm pretty sure you still.
Yeah, even with that
So
3
I'm
power
at
bonus.
9,
Oh, I'm sorry. That
and
Twilight was
that
standing
is
in
not
for
a 9.
Castle of
Coco,
Friendship.
That is game.
Coco Crusoe,
15
which lets
game.
me flip an extra
Good,
card.
Thank you.
Okay, so Cheese is victorious.
I messed up terribly earlier when
Yes, you
during
did,
that
Cheese.
face-off, where
That
you,
was not a great turn.
where you won the one with Smart Cookie. For some reason,
Oh,
I
yeah?
like did the math and then because I knew exactly what you were flipping, I knew exactly what I was flipping. Like I had.
Well, you
kinda
knew
calculated
one
it all
card he
out,
was
but then I
flipping.
just like kind of sort of forgot something.
You forgot the second flip, Cheese.
That second flip is kind of
Also, I had
important.
3 Nightmare Moons in the deck, and I think I found all 3 of them, and I didn't want any of them because I've been sitting here with 2 barrel throughs in my hand,
Yeah.
and that's like the only way I could like beat them.
See.
Yeah,
Yes,
when you
the
use all your
only
Star Sword
way,
research.
as
Well, when you actually
demonstrated by
got,
this game, where you
onto
played none of them.
Mimics, to call events.
No, the only way to beat Nightmare.
That was the turn
Oh,
that I got
Nightmare
my
Moon.
Rise and Shines in hand.
Ah,
If only you kept saying resources.
Oh, it sounds like
There
Cheese
was
had
a
switched to
turn
naming events.
where I was 1 AT short of actually confronting both of them. I could have. It cost 4 AT to get
At 1
the
AT.
power here. 6.
1 AT mattered.
via
Turns out
Rise
5
and Shine
AT
into Golden
across
Harvest.
multiple
That would take
turns
me up to
also
6.
matters, but 1
And
AT
then
still matters.
move boots
Mhm.
and put the Carolina Hedge Maze onto her would have taken her to 9.
Well, it
another
was
4
an
AT.
interesting blitz
one-
duel.
one power
The
short
resources
of
were
the
very
double.
lopsided, and that certainly
Yeah.
contributed to the outcome. But it was fun to see
Yeah,
how
the boost was
players
annoying.
went
I don't
in
have
two
any,
very different directions,
friend
with
removal in this
one
deck.
main that has seen tremendous play and one main that has basically never seen play.
Right.
I think I was planning to nap cakes your smart
Yeah, I
cookie.
think
well, that's why I used her
if
at
Cursed
Scorpion.
had
Yeah,
had
I could
Cat
have
and
done something
Jax,
different, but I was just like,
this would have been a
no,
very
I
different
already
game.
planned this out. So terrible. Whatever.
Or even Bunyip could have helped, though. I guess when you're what was his final score, 8 or 9, so Bunyip wouldn't have helped that much. But
I need more troublemaker. Oh, sorry,
still,
more
I
epics,
liked
less
what
stunt
he
removed,
built, or how he
more
tried to build anyway.
Yep.
wings or something.
I like that he played
Also, I got super
the
lucky
meta
with
game.
The metagame, yes.
That was
The
right.
one
Jeez
deck
Louise.
metagame.
And he played that metagame in 10 minutes,
Like,
which is pretty impressive.
The only entry
Right.
I have is 2
So
apple
well
beans
done,
and
Cursed,
Trading
on
Tradition.
playing the metagame quite well.
That's it.
Sorry the actual game didn't work out so well.
Yeah, I would say the
but
best improvement I could make is to
This
go
was
2
a
out of
good
3.
showing of exactly some of the madness that can
By
take
the sounds
place
of it.
in Blitz.
Yeah. Yeah, that magician's choice at the beginning there was pretty tactical.
Unfortunately, it is late.
Was pretty good indeed.
Very late.
Yeah, it was a game. It was a very interesting game.
So okay. Honestly, though, I think this was mostly Cheese's luck's fault.
Yeah, with a start like that.
With a start like that, with that little entry, like sometimes the greedy are rewarded.
Sometimes. And then punished every time you actually need to see a Dr. Hoobs in competitive play.
Yeah, basically. The power of Pinkie Pie's Heart of the Cards.
So I'm really sad that this never came up. I'm really sad. She's had one copy of Magical Misfire, which would have been tech against a Smart Cookie.
Yes, it would have. I was actually thinking when he was counting Cursed's cards in discard pile that was what he was planning on doing.
Right.
And deciding
Yeah.
if he wanted to use it then or not.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'll use Smart Cookie. Okay, you can use her once, then I have priority, and bam.
That would have been good.
Ah, well. A good duel
Oh, well.
nonetheless. Congratulations, Cursed. We are interested and curious to see what your next challenge will be.
And who it will be against.
That's exactly right.
I'm scared.
Yeah, will it be a rematch? Or will he try his luck with someone else?
That
Time will
remains to
tell,
be
I
seen.
suppose.
Yeah.
Well, that will wrap up our Blitz Pony duel today. Of course, we would like to give a big shout out to Cursed Chords as our first patron to receive this awesome reward, and to the rest of our patrons as well. Thank you so much for your regular support.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
to our viewers, if you are not currently a patron and you do enjoy what we do, please consider donating, because doing so will give you awesome rewards like the ability to vote on polls to determine what future videos we produce, a chance to share your own deck creations to be reviewed live, and even the ability to do exactly what you just saw and challenge members of Sim to fun duels like this.
Yeah.
If you have comments
we await all oncomer or challengers, whatever.
If you have comments or questions that you'd like to send our way, or if you're just interested in hearing what we're working on for the future, and there is some cool stuff coming down the pipeline, there are many ways that you can stay in contact. We do, of course, have our Patreon, as mentioned previously, but we also have a Facebook page at facebook.com/commentaryasmagic. We're on Twitter at CIM_CCG. You can email us at commentaryismagicteam@gmail.com, and patrons at or above the $5 per month level also get access to our Slack channel, where you can chat live with us all day, every day, anytime.
Subject to when we're awake, but that's usually most of the time anyway.
It's some pretty weird hours, I won't lie. And if you're looking to watch any of our previous videos, including tournament recordings, you can, of course, find them on our YouTube channel, which is linked in the sidebar. And please make sure that you subscribe so we can fix our channel URL to something a little more sensible.
I can't pronounce what it currently is.
UCS _ some nonsense, and I don't.
Yeah. Fine.
I can't remember any of that.
With all that being said, thank you to each and every one of our viewers, both here now and watching this recording later. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
I am Emperor Bugle.
Big Cheese is sitting there giving us dirty looks, but I'm Arcat.
And we'll see you all next week with the Slogfest.
Yeah. Looking forward to it?
Yes, looking forward to it.
Why, yes. Yes, I am.
All 28 hours of it.
Uh-huh.
See you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.